Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're talking about a law that I think personally should be passed for benefits of food stamps and disability. Now, I personally don't have food stamps or disability myself, but my mom does have food stamps and disability, and she used to have her own retirement fund ready to go, but my dad fricked her credit up and blew through her entire retirement fund, so she is now on SSI retirement that she has paid taxes into and such. But that doesn't cover it, and she's also on food stamps because she also has to pay out of pocket for medical insurance because once you are hit a certain age, 65, you cannot get full disability services, even though she was physically disabled with heart conditions and handicap and has the handicap stuff all for it and such. She doesn't get full disability things because once you hit retirement age, they take the disability thing away and just give you retirement, which I think is also stupid because she is still disabled and can't do certain things, and that I think is just stupid in general. But the point is, I helped my mom apply for her food stamps and such because it's easier for me because I understand the computer stuff and know how to upload the documents and all that. So it's easier for her. She's 65 plus. At least I'm terrible with date and age. She's getting closer and closer to 70 every year. She's not 70 yet. Between 65 and 70. Probably closer to 70. Anyways, so my mom, God bless her soul, does not know how to do that, so I do all that. But when I was doing it, renewing her things, I thought, huh, you know what should be a law put into law? That stuff that personally, Wi Fi services should be allowed to be put as something into the food stamps thing. You know, like you put your medical bills and costs of rent, etc., heat and electricity bills, you put all that, but there's not a Wi Fi bill that you can put in. And my mom pays almost $100, literally $1.05 away from $100 for just basic Wi-Fi. That's what she does. It just went up this last month to almost $100. Now she needs that Wi-Fi for various things, not just for TV and stuff, but because my younger sister, who lives with my mom, is going to online school, so they need that connection to just be able to have Wi-Fi, to be able to go to school and have education, to get out of debt. So my sister doesn't end up in debt. She's working on really hard on getting her psychology degree, which great for her. Good for our was it social work? Social work or psychiatry, I can't remember. But it's a degree that she's working very hard for, and she has her own struggles as well. But if she wasn't able to have this Wi-Fi connection, she wouldn't be able to do her schoolwork. And also, furthermore, Wi Fi connections are being more used almost universally by everyone in the US except for the Amish and stuff. But I digress. But, anyways, Wi Fi connections are used almost by every household in the United States. Now, there are, and it's getting used more often, like high schoolers and some junior high students end up getting during snow days have school laptops where they're forced now, instead of having a snow day, to do online schooling or portal schooling or whatever you want to call it. That is something that if these families did not have a Wi-Fi connection, they would not be able to do schooling, and that would be an absence for the students. Really, really bad stuff. So parents that are on like really strict incomes where they need the food stamps benefits and can't they could have, if Wi-Fi was put as a thing they could put as into their things and stuff, they would be able to have a little bit more food stamps to pay for bills, to pay for groceries, and that money could be put to better Wi-Fi for better connections. And even more so, that households that don't have Wi-Fi connections and don't qualify for the Wi-Fi that is the government, they are stuck in poverty because they can't apply for college, they can't apply for jobs online, they have to pay an arm and a leg. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and almost every household in the United States uses it. Uses Wi-Fi. That is the bottom line. It's not just for gaming and stuff. And and don't forget the people that have to work from home. If they don't have Wi-Fi services, so it's a necessity for jobs, for schooling, and for getting people out of poverty and all that stuff. And it's something that all households use. Now, if you have a bigger family and all your kids end up having to do online schooling while they're in still high school and junior high, that is a big Wi-Fi connection that you need. You need to pay even more for a good signal for all those computers to work. So that is why I think it should be put into law, because it would do so much to help get people to have more grocery money so they can use that money to pay for the Wi-Fi so they have a good signal, or to pay for other bills that they need, because it's an arm and a leg for anything now because of inflammation. No, I probably said that wrong. I'm not going to say it again. But this is why I think should be passed. And we're most of Americans are one paycheck away from being on disability, and not disability, but being on funding from the government. Now, am I thinking you should just take handouts? No, if you can't, if you can live off your own means, that is great. That is wonderful. That is what I do. But if you have to rely on food stamps just to get the basic things, and let's be honest, I've seen my mom's food stamps. She gets barely nothing. Nothing. I won't give out her information of what it is, but to buy healthy vegetables and food for her diabetes, and to have groceries for her and her daughter, who is an adult, so she can't have her on her thing anymore. It's ridiculous. She literally, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And that's why I think it should be passed. Please, if you would like, and share this to your congressmen or senators or whatever, so that it can get passed. I'm going to contact my congressman as well. Personally, I'm going to do that. I won't say what state I live in, but I'm going to do that because people are have to have Wi-Fi as a necessity for jobs, schooling, and to be have the chance to get out of poverty now. That is a vital thing that is needed for the American household, except for the Amish, but they don't live with electricity and stuff like that. So they live out of the system. It's basically a cult. I won't get into that though, but we have to pass have a law for this so that people can live and have money, because oh my god, I'm a few paychecks away. Like if my dog got drastically sick, I wouldn't be able to pay for like surgeries or medications if it was so severe, because that is how close I am to the line of being like can't afford stuff. Like I barely can afford fruits and vegetables for a healthy diet. It's ridiculous. Most of my stuff is canned or boxed. I barely can have fresh food, and it sucks. But I'm able to barely make it by. And we're all closer and closer to not making it by than we are closer to being a freaking millionaire. So please like, share this. I don't usually say that often, but please, so more people are aware, so they can contact their congressman and make some noise, so maybe one day in decades from now, because I know it's not going to happen instantaneously at all, if at all, but hopefully the right person sees it. Now, I'm sorry for this long rant. I hope that you all enjoyed this, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.